I'm Ashley.
Hello, I'm Jane, and we're
So Making It Up. So today we're going to talk to you about home furnishings, namely cushions. So before we do that, I guess it's Friday.
Yay!
At last, and
It's dark outside.
yeah, it's dark outside, but it's getting a little bit lighter, isn't it? Every day. It's been a really lovely frosty day.
We've got a dog sniffing our feet.
Yeah, we have got a dog. I'm not sure if he wants to come up. He's a bit camera shy. And it's been come on, then, come on, quick. It's like dog TV, isn't it? It's a different dog this time. He'll try and kiss you.
Ah!
Thanks,
Did you let him?
I wouldn't have done after what he's been sniffing today. So yeah, we've had sort of like a bit of a weird week work-wise. It's been busy as always, and I think we've had my son's birthday has been this week, so it's been busy arranging that and making sure everything's ready for that. You've had some things go on, haven't you, as well?
No, I've done nothing this week apart from work. Nothing has gone on at all.
We've had birthdays and all the usual sort of nonsense that you have to get on with the week. So working full time and then all the normal boring housework. And
I've been addicted to The Stranger on Netflix. If you haven't started watching it, don't start watching it because you'll become addicted, and then it literally eats up hours of your life.
I started watching it actually last Saturday, but I think I've only watched 2 episodes. How many have you watched?
I'm on.
Well, have you finished it?
No, I don't know how many episodes there are. I binged watched 3 episodes last night. That's why I'm so tired.
Wow.
I know, and I find it quite exhausting because it's got lots of different storylines on it, and it's really hard to follow them. And then lots of things happen all at the same time. So
It's
really
good though. It is really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I've been watching. I don't know if you've watched any of Deadwater Fall. That's been on. I think it's been on BBC. It's got David Tennant in it.
I've seen it advertised.
Yeah, and that finished this week. So I've been watching that on catch up. But that's been quite good. So I think the dog's hugging the camera here.
He likes it,
and you're
doesn't
looking
he?
at something outside, aren't you?
Good, you do. So we haven't done any sewing this week, have we?
No, we haven't done any at all. I feel like I haven't sewn for ages, and I've got lots of projects ready to go.
Yeah, so have I. Just need the time. I just need The Stranger to be finished, and then I'll actually start to sew again.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? When you've got an exciting
Addiction.
programme to watch. But I think I'm going to try and do some this weekend.
Yes, I will definitely do some this weekend because we need some this weekend to be able to show you next weekend.
Yeah, and we need to do some for our sanity as well.
Yeah, definitely need to do some for our sanity.
So, cushions.
Cushions. Do you want, shall I go first?
You've got the dog on.
Yeah,
I've got the dog on
hard. Right. So this is a cushion that I have made a while ago. I might just stick it in front of my face. There you go, so you can see it. Do you like that, Luke? Nice. Now, this normally sits on my son's bed. I'm trying to get it the right way around there. And I made this from, it's a bit of a memory cushion. So this bit here is from his cot sheet. And then all the patchwork are from, they're from my jeans, they're from my husband's shirts, they're from his sister's jeans. And on the back, which is really quite creased, apologies in advance, there you go. The back is made of 3 panels of old jeans, and the elastic is so you can stick a book in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. I wondered what that was for.
Yes, a bit random. Yes, so you can have an open book and slide it under here, and they can lay on the bed for reading the book. This idea of this elastic bit was from I think it was from a Debbie Shaw cushion thing. But yeah, really quick and easy to make. Obviously you can use anything.
And that's such a lovely idea. I think when they've got things like their baby blankets and things, you sort of keep them, don't you? Keep things like that, and I never really know what you're meant to do with them.
Yeah.
And I think to make it, especially boys love things like this.
He loves this. He absolutely loves it, and it's been washed. That's why it's a bit creased. because I struggle getting it off his bed, because as soon as it disappears, he's like, where's my cushion? You've not thrown it away, have you? And he starts to panic. So yeah, he absolutely loves it. And yeah, I can't remember how long it took me to make, not very long. And it's really good to use up your scraps of fabric as well. So that is that one. And then the other one that I have is this one that normally sits in my office. So this one was made from fabric that I got from eBay. I can't even remember buying it. I don't know if you've ever done this, but when you look through your stash of fabric and you pull stuff out and go, no memory of buying this.
But this is lovely.
This
really nice.
is inside out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so the fabric that I originally bought, shall I unzip this and show you all? Riveting TV.
It is really, really nice.
Oh. That is actually
the shiny side.
The right side. I'm not sure if this is coming up very well
Yeah.
on camera. Let me just stick it there. So when I bought it, I quite liked that look, but when it arrived, I didn't like the look because it's very, very shiny. So I decided to use the wrong side of the fabric. I'm now struggling to do that without. There you go.
I think that's really lovely though. Very you.
So yeah, I've used the wrong side of the fabric. I've bound it in an old skirt. I had a white linen skirt that I didn't want anymore, so I've made bias binding, and it's got piping in it. And the back is my favourite form of fastening, my little lapped zip, which is really, really easy to do. And it's really handy if you've piped a cushion, because what you don't want to be doing is trying to put a fastening at the bottom, because I think that's really hard, trying to put a zip fastening, and you've got all of the different layers and the bulkiness of the piping. So doing this is really easy way to do it. If anybody wants to know how to do that, let me know. But once you've done it, this will be your preferred fastening of choice. Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's that one.
And I've got the cushion I've got here is actually came out of an idea. So I'll show you the front of it there. So the fabric is from Petronella Hall, and it came from initially, she does all sorts of home furnishings, and she does wallpaper in this pelican.
Nice wallpaper.
And I absolutely loved it and wanted it, and you know, it was one of those I must have it things. But then actually it's quite the pattern of it, these pelicans are quite close together, and it's quite loud, and I couldn't work out where it was going to go. I was going to put it in a bathroom, but then some fish paper one instead of the pelican. So anyway, I ended up quite obsessed about it for a while. She did have cushions, and I think they're about £55 each. And I was umming and ahhing, and they actually had these tea towels, and I was speaking to Jane about it, and she said, well, why don't you just buy the tea towels, and you can make cushions out of the tea towels. And that's what I did. So with the help from Jane, I did the favourite fastening. I had some, this is a bit creased, it sits on the sofa, and I have to keep washing them because the dog likes to sit on it. This grey fabric was just something that I had in the stash. The zip is a continuous zip, and this is a tea towel, and I actually have two of them.
Yeah.
So really, really pleased with them. Really easy to do. Cheap, I think it was £10. Inserts from somewhere like IKEA, I think you buy the inserts for like £3. So.
And you bought your piping, that was ready-made, wasn't it? Your piping and
yes, it was. It was ready-made, but I had never made my own piping before. And so I've got another couple of projects that we'll show you in another vlog, where I made actually some sun lounger cushions for some steamer chairs. And I made a cushion for my son's bed. And I started to then make my own piping. So it's really, really easy. So yeah. That's just some ideas for cushions, and
I think this one's really good, because sometimes when you look in most shops, cushions can be really expensive. I think that's a really good tip, that if they have tea towels or anything like that, smaller pieces of fabric, really easy to make cushions. I mean, it takes, I don't know, an hour tops, I would think, depending on what you want to put on your cushion and the fastenings and the details. but it doesn't take longer than an hour to make a cushion, and they can look really
Yeah,
effective.
they are really effective. I've made a bolster cushion. So a place that I've discovered that is a really good place to go and get some offcuts and remnants of fabric is John Lewis in the furnishings department. I've bought several pieces there where I've made cushions and draft excluders out of them, and you get real bargains. So fabric that would have probably been something like £40 a metre, you get an offcut of about a metre I've had them for a £5 before. So buy inserts from IKEA or online, and you've got something that no one else has got, and it's really satisfying and it's quick. So yeah, that's cushions.
Thanks for dropping by.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And give us a like. So
yeah, give us a like.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.